8, 7, 4, 3.
Man.
All right, this is 91.9 The Buzz. It's your girl Mola back on the ones, two. What up, shout? And we were talking about, hey, this is my show. You know, when you start holding it, you know, it's hard to do.
Ratchet Narrow.
Hey, me and my homeboy came up with this thing. It's called sophisticated ratchetness. So you're not really ratchet. I mean, you ratchet, but in a fancy way. You know, like pinky. Stick my pinky.
Oh.
Ratchet. Right. So that's what we call it, sophisticated ratchetness.
Abuse is not of anybody in this room. 91.9 The Buzz.
Now you're sophisticated ratchet.
Huh?
He bougie.
Yeah. No, he's bougie.
Yeah,
No.
He's
Yes,
not
you are.
sophisticated ratchet. No.
Whoa.
I gotta have my certain type of beverage.
Right. Chilled a certain way.
This
It's got to have
clothing
1
brand
to 2
feels good
ice
on me.
cubes.
The other ones don't. Gotta have my ice mocha latte. No, just
That's all right. Y'all have fun with that.
All right. So in the studio we have with us.
Demo.
Sunshine B.
You boy, up that.
Say that one more time. I just couldn't hear you.
F that.
So if I can't hear you, they can hear you.
They get me.
Okay, they can hear you.
Yeah,
They got that super sonic.
no, just something wrong with the sounds in here.
All right. Anyways, so we just talked about communication. So we're going to get into the number one all time big numero uno, chapo, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to talk about truth, trust in the relationships. So, Demo, how do you feel about trust in a relationship and how important is it to you?
I feel that trust is extremely important, but it comes along with knowing who you're in a relationship with and what you want out of the relationship. Honesty, like you said with truthing, you need to be honest with that person about what you want out of the relationship, about where you're trying to go. And that way you won't be upset or disappointed that you're not getting that. And then you're thinking that you can't trust them when, in fact, they have given you no reason to not trust them. But your communication was lacking because you expected one thing and they weren't willing to do that, but you never asked.
All right. So when do you stop trusting somebody in a relationship?
At the end. To be completely honest, I can't be in a relationship with someone that I have no reason to trust anymore. But if you're asking what would it take to lose my trust,
Right.
Infidelity is one thing that I will not tolerate
All right.
in any way, shape, form, or fashion.
All right.
Disrespect is another thing that I'm not really too keen on. And I mean, that's for myself or other people in general. Just be respectful of people as a whole. If you're not a decent person, then I don't want to be with you.
Sunshine B.
Okay, before we get into that, one of our viewers sent me his response on the communications.
Go ahead. Speak on it, baby.
Jock says, I believe communication for a long distance relationship should be verbal 99% of the time. Communication goes hand in hand with trust. It's difficult to know your significant other's actual environment if you can't hear or see them. It is an ongoing challenge, but if the verbal communication holds steady, then a relationship can last.
Yeah, now that boy know
Speak
about long
on
distance
it.
relationship.
Speak on
And
it.
He's some
he is
states
too
away.
far away from his
He fly
girl.
over states.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's just Naldine. He fly over states.
You don't know who Jason Aldean is.
All right.
You're right about
Okay.
Chime in on the truth in relationships.
I mean, Demo basically hit it.
When do you stop trusting someone?
When you acting funny and you acting very suspicious, like I got trust issues that go back to childhood. So
She came out
if
the
you,
womb just trusting.
yeah, if you hit those things that bring back the memories, like I'm hanging out. You used to say I'm hanging out with Daniel. I'm hanging out with Mo Love. I'm hanging out with Jazz. Oh, okay, I'm just hanging out with a friend. Okay,
So
I ain't trying to be nosy, but when all of a sudden
You
this
change
ain't
it
got
up.
no name.
Teacher, I got a question.
Go ahead, Demo. What you got to say, boo-boo?
Knowing that you have those trust issues that go way back, do you communicate that ahead of time, or do you wait until that person falls into a trap that you didn't let them know was set?
I mean, usually I bring it up depending on like how the relationship start. What? He got me to talk about it. That was the thing. He got me talking about
Go ahead, Ellie. Yeah. Got him to talk about it.
it. Yeah. But I mean, I try not to bring them up. Like, you know, long as you're being honest and, you know, I'm not going to ask you, like, I try not to, like, where you going and stuff like that. But if all of a sudden your routine changes and you acting funny and it's just like, okay, you usually, you know, here at this time, but you've been gone for forever, or I'm gonna go home for 2 weeks and we used to talk all day and we don't talk at all. See, that's when I be like, okay,
That's
what you
that
doing?
I don't like.
Thank you.
We're going to get into our segment too. That's what we don't like.
So,
Just to piggyback off of what Sunshine B said, generally we are creatures of habit. And, you know, I feel that one perspective of the human race, I would say the sexes, don't really understand or really realize that, you know, once you do something a certain way, and I mean, it could go both ways for both genders, and you stop doing a certain something, someone is going to notice and pick up on that. And that's what, you know, Sunshine B is kind of talking about right now. I know personally, me, if you doing something every day, like if you send me like a good morning text, like every day I wake up and it's not there, personally, I'm gonna feel some type of way. Like,
he slept in. He slept in.
right. But, you know, I expect a text, you know, saying, oh, I'm sorry, baby, you know, I slept in, you know, I forgot to say morning, you know. But, you know, people, we make mistakes. We ain't perfect. I understand that. But if it keeps happening on a normal basis, all right, what's going on? We need to have a sit down check.
Maybe he don't want you to have a good morning no more.
I know.
Maybe he wants you to have a good night.
Right. That's just what?
I mean, I get what you come from.
Right.
Not on a good morning, but I see where you going with it.
We gonna chime in F Dot, because F Dot was like, he wanna say something for real. What's on your mind, boo boo? Go ahead.
No, really, I'm good, man. Y'all said everything that y'all needed to say. I just wanted to hear from what y'all had to say. So I was just asking what you mean by trust.
Trust?
Yeah.
What I mean.
You know, he like definitions.
I know.
He like definitions.
I'm
You
slow,
should write
man.
the
I'm a
dictionary.
college student, man. I got to get you got a hand for you.
Well, like Demo chimed in on it for me. You know, the infidelity thing. You know, you want somebody who's gonna what?
I'm about to say, what about infidelity makes you distrustful?
Oh, that's me?
That's for
Wow,
anybody.
kicking my love's brain.
No, that's for anybody. Like,
Okay.
what particular about infidelity makes you distrustful?
So, to me, it's disrespectful that you stepped outside of the relationship that we agreed would be monogamous, and then you came back and either lied about it, tried to hide it, told the truth, and thought that I was just going to be okay with it when I've already explained that I wouldn't. That's a problem.
So my thing is with the truth, if you do something, do you keep the truth from that person? Do you tell them right then and there? How do you go about doing that?
I would have to say that it depends on the situation and what damage the truth would do. Because what I'm not about is being brutally honest when I know that the person I'm talking to can't handle that.
See, that's what I'm talking about. When it's the pain that comes from the infidelity.
Right.
Like, it's hard to get rid of. Okay, when you cheated, you broke my heart, and I don't think my heart can ever get back into that place to trust that you won't never do it again.
Right.
Because
And
when
I
you break
can-
my heart, it's okay.
Yeah, I can definitely see where F that is coming from.
I know how you
As
feel, Sunshine.
why does it break your heart? Like, what about that was so devastating that you can't continue the relationship?
Okay, I want to chime in on this one. Okay, for some reason or another, females, you know, we take things a little personal when, you know, we get you. But for guys, you know, when they're the ones themselves doing the cheating, I feel like they kind of expect for the female to be like, okay, yeah, I'm sorry, after he said sorry, and then we're supposed to, take it back. But when it's reversed and the tables are turned and it's the female doing the one that's hurting, then all of a sudden it's not the same. It's over. I don't want to talk anymore. I feel like it's kind of like that, and I don't understand why that is so. I don't feel that guys like to get cheated on. They just, oh man, I can't stand her.
I mean, I don't think anybody likes being cheated on.
Nobody.
I mean, nobody.
Sorry,
But
nobody.
I
likes to
mean,
be
like
cheated
you asked me how to explain to her. That's something that I can't explain. Like, I really don't even know how to explain how bad it hurts. That every time I see you, only thing I can think about is you with somebody else. And that's the only way. Like, I couldn't give you a.
I just like to ask questions. They kind of see like where people are coming from, but what they're thinking. I mean,
Maybe it's the whole. I had this teacher that right now he's always trying to get us to think about stuff so differently than what we are.
I mean, I can see how people can associate infidelity with being distrustful, but I think it's something else there that most likely ties it to being distrustful. I think what Daniel said about what we had agreed upon. If we had agreed upon this is supposed to be this type of relationship, and you do something that goes against what we agreed upon, that kind of breaks the covenant, the contract, so to speak, about what we have established as set. And with you doing what you're doing, I don't know, I can't really describe it right now, but I have a kind of template of how I want to go about it. But I would just say if you break the contract,
And normally the contract should be, set in the beginning. You tell that person, hey, I got trust issues, or hey, this is what I define as, cheating. This is what I don't define as cheating. What's that? I can't read.
Is that Rashay?
Rashay?
Hey, Rashay.
Rashay on Ustream says if you have no trust in a relationship, it won't work at all.
That's true.
I believe. I mean, that's universal.
Wasting your time.
You're right. That's universal for
No.
all relationships. If you have no trust, there's no use of you being in a relationship, point blank, period. I'm just saying. I mean,
I
because
find that-
you're always constantly going to be like, oh, okay, what is this person doing? Or you're going to be making assumptions that, aren't necessarily true. You don't need to be in a relationship. Okay. So, after that, we're going to come back after this break. And we're going to wrap it up, give our little shout outs, and we're going to peace out. So, we're going to listen to a little Frank Ocean and okay.